You know, looking back on the many lifetimes my soul done served as a warrior life, I learned that we must not hate our darkness, but embrace our darkness to make peace with our darkness. One time for your mind, hey, come on and rise with me. My Star family and Star-Seeds fly with me mentally, so you can see the history of me and my survival as a rider in these ghetto streets. When I was born, you see the matrix had detected me. Good morning, I'm Chucc. I like to further define the definition of the song I just completed called Rise With Me. The contents of the song contains a lot of things that can consider to be dark, demonic, as far as what I speak about. And all my music consists of my real life experiences ever since I was a child up until this point now. So the actual makeup of the dark forces that you find in the content of a Chucc Born Star song is an act of liberation through one spirit with the one soul. And what I mean by that, I mention things about embracing the darkness, which a lot of religious believers see that as an act of condoning the darkness in our society today. And by that judgment, it blinds you to see the true healing and liberation of embracing your own darkness within yourself. As far as the polarity go with the light and the dark upon the planet Earth itself, you can't have one without the other, because you bring balance to the force that way. So that's all my music basically does in the Chucc Born Star perspective. It's an active force to bring balance to the many divisions of what could be considered to be light and dark, when they actually are one and the same. It's just a different emotional makeup of how you project that out into the environment as far as others can perceive it to be judgmental about it, all right? So by embracing the darkness within yourself, if something has, because every human being on the planet right now can say that something evil has happened to them, or they have done something evil, something for you to feel guilty about, or something for you to feel victimized about. And what the song is basically conveyed is, if you embrace that in total love, you will liberate yourself to look at yourself and say, okay, I've done this thing in my life that you consider to be bad, that others can look at as bad. I had this to happen to me as a child, or somebody committed some type of act to someone that you love, or you witnessed something else happen to someone that you don't know that hurt you and gave you a dark, angry, or sad, negative feeling. And you have to liberate yourself. You have to heal that within yourself. And you have to allow yourself to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you've done. And that's when you bring the true liberation of your soul, spirit, self, to become complete with who you are, so that you have a more free-thinking mind in order to be more operative in today's society, for the way all the constraints they have on us, and for all the judgments and for all the expectations that others may have on us. All right, so this is what the Chucc Born Star perspective in the music sense does. I'm redefining hip-hop in the most profound way. Yeah, many others can be talking about the same subjects and things that Chucc Born Star talks about, but the thing of it is, Chucc Born Star is an individual who has his own formula and makeup to do his thing in his own special way, and not to single me out from others, or who can be just doing just as much greater work than I. But still, as an individual, I see myself as doing my own special thing in my own special way. So my musical creations are designed, they're formulated. It's white sorcery in order to get your mind to think in a certain perspective, and not be having tunnel vision where you just can see down one straight, narrow way. It's to broaden your band, to broaden your frequency, to raise the levels of consciousness within your mind and the way you think, all right? So everything is not always consisted of psychotic, you know. The mad scientist came up with things that he was disturbed about his mind, but he came up with great things that help humanity move forward into the evolution. So this is the same thing that Chucc Born Star is doing. And why do I relate myself to the entity Jesus? Because I'm a light being. I spread light. Again, let me define that, who I am as far as a light being go. All right? Light is information. All right? I'm just a living library. All right, when you walk inside of a library, the library don't give a fuck what book you check out or what book you're going to read. It don't care. It's just there for the information. They don't have a judgment whether you take the information from it or not. It's just there as a giver. All right. So that's the same thing with me. I just give out information from my experiences. And this is what I'm motivated and moved to do. This is why I'm here, in order to give my life experience, because I'm helping the others who are on this same path. Not exactly to look at me as some fucking guru, or to be a follower behind, behind me as in a state of worship, but to follow behind a path from somebody who's already experienced where they are going, to make their path to ascension that much more easier. So that's what I'm doing. I'm calling out the wild seeds out there for the star seeds to see my light as a beacon, to light up this darkness, so you can actually see the information within yourself, so you can gather up your many multiple selves and bring together as one, superimposed to one another, to bring you to a higher state of awareness and higher state of consciousness. This is what this time is all about, and this is what the music does. It doesn't matter if you don't understand every fucking word. My voice is my voice. My voice is a design of frequency to penetrate you on a molecular level. So it don't matter whether you can understand the concepts of the way I designed the music, or what I'm meaning by this or what I'm meaning by that. It goes beyond your logical human thinking. All right, it goes beyond that, and it goes subconsciously into your being on a molecular level. These things are designed with a great amount of love through my meditations. I'm not working just solely alone. I have many of what I will call my metaphysical posse that the music gods is gathered up and surrounds me and embodies with me, and we collaborate on these musical creations together to penetrate the minds. And that's why I speak about so broad of what's light and what's dark, because I'm bringing a balance to the actual force, because we all have something that can be considered to be dark about us. But religion have you to judge everything that you find dark and demonic as something is being evil. So you have to use a greater sense of discernment in your intuitive self in order to actually read the energies of a being who you are actually considered to be dark. Because I'm not forcing anyone to take my views. I'm just simply giving a view for you to be aware of, for you to look at, and a perspective from my life, from my experience, my real, true life experience. So everything you hear in my Chucc Born Star perspective is something that is real, all right, in my life, and is real in others' life that are going through it. So for others who are finding my music, who are finding these Star-Seed video speeches, is serving them very well. And I'm very thankful and happy to have so many of you all write to me and let me know how these videos have helped you along your path, and help you to understand some things, and help you to confirm things that you already know. All right? So this is what I would just like to bring to the attention, to try to clear up some things, about my music, and why I go to such a deep extent and expose the nakedness of myself. Not just looking at the nakedness of my physical body, but the nakedness of who I am. That's what my naked body represents. The nakedness of who I am. In total fucking humility, unclothed. You understand? So this is why I do. And this is why I make the videos the way I do. I will soon be starting a new YouTube page, Chucc Born Star Music, on YouTube, for everybody to see just the growth of my activities with music, from recordings all the way back from when I was 15 years of age. And just gonna be building all the way up into music until now. So many has been writing me to ask to buy the music. I don't sell the music. I don't have a page or anything set up on iTunes or anything like that to sell the music. I'm not concerned about making any money off of the music. I'm only concerned about giving a powerful influence to empower you, not to disempower you, but to empower you and to show you how this reality actually works. And what I found out through my many experiences since the 36 years I've been walking on the face of the earth. And I'm just here as an assistant, just to give you some ideas, some new ways of thinking, of seeing things, So I'm not out to attack, religion in any ways. I'm just revealing some things that you would not find in your Bible. I'm just revealing some things that your preacher would not tell you, because just as I'm spreading the light, Jesus was crucified, I'm crucified in the same way, because I am a very loving man, very loving being, but still yet I'm crucified by the church, just as Jesus Christ, in my opinion, was crucified by the church also, by the believers, for the light that he was spreading, for the information that he was giving, for the teachings that he had conceived of in the many walks of his aspects of his life that he was spreading to the people, to shed the light. I am the light, I am the way, and that's what that means, that he was actually lighting the way, and as I'm doing the same thing. So many is offended because I compare myself to such a being when we all could compare ourselves to the Christ consciousness, to be a part of that soul group of the Christ consciousness group as a wisdom keeper, as a knowledge giver. You know, so I'm never going to deny myself of that title. I will always consider myself to be within that Christ consciousness group, within that corporation, that company, all right, of business that I'm here to take care of as incarnated in this physical body on this earth. So everything I do is by design, and I'm following my life's plan according to the master divine plan for these times, because it's a time to wake up, and I'm just here to ring the alarm in your DNA, all right, so you can trigger it and reboot. All right, and come on to the new system for the new age. My shit's not for every fucking body. You know, I see a few motherfuckers and goddams, and all of a sudden you think I'm fucking evil. But that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. That's your judgment. You know what I mean? That's the way you want to perceive Chucc Born Star, Chucc Stone. All right, but this shit is not about what the fuck you hear in my speeches, in my music, really. It's more about what the fuck you feel. You got to feel this shit. And this is what my shit is designed for, to get you to think in a certain way, to put you on a certain path, to scramble your mind up, to be discerning. Because you have to learn to use your emotions more, all right? And not always your mind, your egotistical mind, from your thought processing system, your problem-solving system, all right? Because you have different metaphysical programs that you already have these written words in this book that's called a dictionary that defines certain words. I mean, you still don't know the true understanding of them because it's systematically programmed in your mind through your educational system, and it still doesn't give you a broad range of what those words actually mean. And as far as the metaphysical program of the word care, you know, you're told to care about others because that's what a good person should do, is to care about others, when in reality, in my opinion, and in my eye, you know, it's not your business to really care for one another in that way. Just imagine if everybody on the planet cared for themselves and looked after themselves and was responsible for themselves. You would alleviate any problems to even care about. But by society telling you to care about someone else, you ignore what exactly it is that you're doing, paying attention to what's going on across the street from you, or what's going on CNN overseas. When that ain't your fucking business, what's your business is in your life. And if each individual human on the planet Earth right now was encouraged to do that, you would alleviate that word from your fucking dictionary, along with a lot of the other words that has these words that define the word, or what this word actually is supposed to mean. You would alleviate this shit. You would bring about a whole new fucking environment, a whole new reality, the true dawn of a new age. And I'm a bringer of that shit. I'm a giver of wisdom, I'm a giver of knowledge. I'm a giver of my musical creations that I work so hard for. You have no idea how many times and how long as a child I've tried to invoke your religious God to come and punish me. Because I did not want to be here, because I had too many memories of where I come from, and this is not my home. I love the earth, and I'm here to serve the mother and the occupants upon her that honors who Mother Earth actually is on this great ship that we're rising into the fourth and the fifth dimension or towards the new age, okay? Your God did not come punish me. Your devil did not come get me, because I had too many questions for it. And it doesn't like to be questioned, all right? Because it's afraid to give the answer because of who I know I am, as far as my power go within the portal of my heart that connects to the universes, the multiverses of the cosmos. I understand this. I was born with this, all right? And I'm a giver, and I will continue to give for the Illuminati Peace Movement. Chucc Born Star, co-created with the Creator as one, all right? So thank you very much, and thank you all for watching the Star-Starseed videos. And I love you all. Peace, light, and love. One.